Okay. We are here. We are good. We are alive.
Alright, I'm triggering my live myself.
Yippee!
Hello, TikTok. How are we doing this fine evening? Why is my model not moving? Oh, great. Really? Now you're gonna do this? Oh, I know what the problem is.
We're good.
We're fine. This is just, of course, there's always something right when stuff starts.
We love the scuff.
Alright, hold on, my chat. To your chat, hello. If you've never heard of me, that's probably, good.
That's
Is it good? You don't know. Surprise guest, actually. I've never been heard of before, and you shall never hear from me again. Because
one-time existence.
Ether. Yes, exactly. Time does not exist. Time is simply a victim of our imagination.
What is time?
I subscribe to the, what is time? That is a good question, to which only Anaxa has the answer.
And he'll answer it with more questions.
And then laugh about it in front of a bunch of judges.
As he should.
Yes, exactly. As he should. Let's see. Alright, there we go. That is up. Let's make sure that TikTok is actually doing the same. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And let me go ahead and get ourselves a YouTube intro for the both of us, if you're ready for that.
All good. I will use that time to write a little something in my chat real quick.
Alright, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Hello, everybody, it is I, Blaze of Blazing Flame Studio, and I'm here alongside Kim CCH.
Just Kimch. Kimch works.
Just Kimch. Kimch works.
Hello!
Where can people find you as you're a first-time collaborator for this channel?
Sure am. I did not prepare anything in terms of introduction. I guess, as has been half spelled out, Kimch, K-I-M-C-C-H, on both YouTube and Twitch, and also Blue Sky, and also Twitter, but replaced the I with a 1 because that other name was already taken. Yeah, hi.
Nice. We got that. What are we doing today? We are going to be ranking every single, or at least all that we can fit in the next 3 hours or so, Genshin Impact updates. We're going to look at quality of life. We are going to look at the characters that were released, lasting impact, events. I know I've spoken on the channel about some particular updates that have always been some of my favorites. I know that I've spoken about some that are not my favorites. Looking at you, Duel the Summoner Summit.
I forget which one that was.
That was the TCG event.
Oh!
We were forced to play the card game for, like, the entire time.
That's fair.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I myself, as many of you from my end may know, am a regular streamer and a day one player, having skipped Venti, I believe, and gotten Klee as my first ever 5-star.
Ooh.
How about you?
I cannot speak. I started playing Genshin in 2.1 around, yes, I believe it was the anniversary patch. Yeah. And been pretty much playing on the regular since then. I had kind of a low phase during Nadlan, but now I am mostly back.
Alright. Well then, with that being said, let's do it to it and get started with version 1.0.
Yes, also, we do both have the wiki up to refresh in case we because it's a lot of versions, it's a lot of content. I'm also going to be surprised if we manage to finish this in one stream, because it's a lot of versions. It's like over 40 versions.
Indeed. Wait, over 40 versions?
I'm pretty sure. If we're going all the way to not cry, like patches, I mean.
48 currently. Currently 48.
Yeah, almost 50. And like even if we just like take like 4 to 5 minutes, it's gonna be still over 3 hours already.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I get to look back at like version 1.0 and realize that was 6 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
It makes me feel old, and I'm not even old.
Truly, truly.
Truly, it's fine. It's fine.
Will be good. But yeah, anyway, starting with launch.
Indeed, launch 1.0. We have... what was the name of this original update? Did it even have an Welcome to Teyvat.
Oh, yeah.
And who is in Welcome to Teyvat? On my stream, I have the fandom page pulled up. I believe you have your own version of that going as well.
Yeah, I got the wiki on my end.
Let's see here. Who did we have released at that time? We had Original Traveler with Animo and Geo. We had Amber, Kaya, Lisa, Barbara. Basically all the 4 stars you all know and love. The original standard banner with the absolute goats at the time, Jean and Diluc, including the original standard banner. People may remember Diluc and Jean used to be the faces of the standard banner, not the Mona, Kaching, and...
I think I vaguely remember that. At least having seen it somewhere.
Yeah, way back then.
Way back.
1.0, we also, I don't believe, had any... We had... Well, let's see, what were our events then? We had Fate Foretold, which was the permanent event the player completes after the Knights of Favonius. That got... Oh, gosh. What's the picture here? Fate Foretold! You got Lisa, Kaya, Prototype Rancor, and Favonius Warbow, which you still get all these today, so I guess that's lasting impact. It just doesn't show up on the tab. We have one, the Outlander Who Caught the Wind. Also, I do think it's funny that we're doing this now when we just had the event that was the recreation of
I realize.
Caught the Wind. It's like this was perfect timing.
Yeah, but yeah, we basically have like all of... I think 1.0, like in terms of like main story, was all... Was it all of Liyue as well? All of Mondstadt, all of Liyue?
We got the Outlander Who Caught the Wind for Tomorrow Without Tears, which was Mondstadt Act 2. And I believe, yes, Song of Dragon and Freedom, which was the 3rd Archon quest for the prologue. And then we only got the first 2 acts.
Yeah, it wasn't all of it. I saw, okay.
It was not all at once. But we did have Liyue at that point. Beside that, other events that we had during that time was Barbara's Shining Debut, which involved getting a free Barbara if you, I believe, did the Spiral Abyss to a certain point.
It's like an AR-20 reward.
20 award.
Then we have Abyss.
Besides that, we had...
What was Seize the Day?
Seize the Day, which I think may have just been...
Oh, just daily login.
Yeah, it was a daily login. We don't get those anymore sometimes. And an Elemental Crucible.
What was that?
Work together with other travelers to shovel elemental clots into the elemental crucible to advance the alchemical process. After the alchemical transmutation is complete, consume original resin to receive bounties, including character XP materials, adventure EXP, and more. Bounties will be calculated based on each traveler's individual world level. You can also obtain rewards such as Primogems, character ascension materials, and more by completing achievements in the Alchemy Handbook.
Dude, that is still wild that you have to spend resin.
Yeah, and also because it was a co-op event, you had to reach adventure rank 20 to even be able to use it.
Oh yeah. God damn.
You also had to complete all quests in Prologue Act 2 and complete Timaeus' quest, One Giant Step for Alchemy.
Wow.
Which, to be nowadays, if there's an event, you can quick start it if you haven't done the relevant materials. Not so much right now. Or not so much back then.
Yeah,
so there was a genuine point where you could miss this event, and I mean, on top of that, we also had the particular issue of, having to spend resin. When back then, I believe it was 40 resin to claim this, or it was at least 30. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly, but keeping in mind back then we had 120 resin.
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
Maybe a little rough going on there, just a tad, just a teensy weensy bit.
Yeah, but you know which event was a lot less taxing and you could do and complete with more ease? Lieben!
Indeed. Also, fun fact, I don't know if you know this. Have you done the most recent event?
No, but I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna say. Because I've already seen people say that our boy is voiced.
Yeah, I believe it's the same VA. The only other time Lieben was ever voiced was in 1.0's Marvelous Merchandise event. Anything beyond that, and he just decided to talk to us without actually speaking, which I honestly forgot until people brought that up. Not gonna lie.
He decided to switch to telepathy. It's fine, people do that.
His event went from being main character energy to just being like, this is an unvoiced event, it's fine, don't worry about it. Lieben the goat, who shows up at the end of every update, tells us about the next region, and then leaves after giving us primo gems in exchange for carrots and meat. Thank you, Lieben, for providing this service for 6 years.
We love Lieben.
But with all that information in tow, what are we thinking tier list wise? I mean, it's the foundation.
And we're also gonna see like the first banners we got were Venti and Klee.
Indeed, Venti and Klee. Venti back then having his first proficiency weapon, Skyward Harp. I believe he's on his third now.
Right. He just keeps getting them.
But in terms of lasting impact, Venti hard carried through the start of the game because everything could get picked up by his. I wasn't there for it, but I saw everything. Everything. But Klee, unfortunately, even after the Nova Flare that she just recently got, was kind of abandoned as soon as she was able to be ditched, I think, is the appropriate way to put it.
Yeah,
I don't see a lot of people use Klee anymore, and back then, the fact that they canonically made it where she can only throw as far as her little arms can carry the grenades. But also, they also made it that she can only throw as far as her little arms can throw the grenades, which meant that it was not going very far.
Not very far.
And just having to be near the person they're trying to shoot is rough. But all that being said, I would be comfortable because if you look in hindsight, there's obviously the nostalgia factor. And there was the Scaramouche event that I believe, no, that's right. 1.0 didn't have the Scaramouche event. 1.1 had the Scaramouche event. Always think that way because 1.1 was the first update, but it was not the first real super event. But the thing ultimately becomes, if you look back on it in hindsight, the lasting impact, I mean, beside Venti, there wasn't a lot going on.
It was a literal launch. So I feel like solely for that, it deserves a bonus.
It does deserve a bonus. I mean, if you look at the optimizations, they optimized the security of their servers and fixing issues where bushes would produce abnormal effects. So basically Fortnite. But I mean, I would put it. I don't think it's an F tier, but I don't think it's an S tier. Maybe we use it as the pure benchmark of like a.
I would at least put it like a B tier.
BC? Okay.
Because like it is the foundation of everything.
It is the foundation of everything.
B for the base.
Myself, I put it in, I think, B tier will work out. And then that puts us to 1.1.
Yeah, I will also let you know that I am horrible at sorting anything like within the tiers. So if it's like whether it's like at the top of B or bottom of B tier, at the end of the day, doesn't make much of a difference for me because it changes depending on the day.
Sorted here, but it'll be fine. Okay, version 1.1.
Okay.
A new star approaches. New characters: Tyler, Diona, Zhongli, and Xinyan.
Right away.
New weapons. Go ahead.
I would rank this higher than launch, absolutely.
Higher than that, absolutely. We look at lasting impact just from those 4 characters. Diona is still incredibly popular, and I mean, Zhongli exists.
I mean, both Zhongli and Child are still very, like, relevant characters. Not meta is one thing, but, like, story-wise.
Speaking of relevancy, let's go to the exact opposite of that, with Memory of Dust and Vortex Vanquisher being the recommended weapons at the time. Uses Vortex Vanquisher, and I don't think I've seen a single person use Memory of Dust, and I say that owning that
I forget that weapon exists. What does it even do? Let me check.
It's a lovely little thing that says increases shield strength by 20%, scoring hits on opponents, increases attack by 4%, for 8 seconds, max of 5 stats. Can
Yeah,
only
that's
occur once
wild.
every 0.3 seconds. While protected by a shield, this attack increase effect by 100%.
That's
My
wild.
joke is that this was... The joke was that Ningguang got demoted from a 5-star to a 4. I joke this was her weapon.
Goddamn.
Because no one came out during that update who could use this weapon.
And I think to this day, choices are a little limited.
How could I forget? I'm such a fool. You'll have to forgive me. I forgot about the Unforged.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least
Which
the
is the
Unforged,
exact
I mean,
same
you can use the Unforged. I mean, the Unforged is not kind of just a stat stick, right?
Yeah. I mean, even then, it's not even a great stat stick, because it's an attack. Its secondary attribute is defense, I think. Or no, it's attack.
It
which
is
is not
attack.
great on a shield trained character, when then they all cared about defense. But let's see here.
Well,
we got the new Archon quest, which at that time was only Act 3 when New Star approaches.
But it was the finale of Liyue.
Indeed. Also, I did not realize that we had an event just called Minecraft.
Wait, what?
Which was, yeah, apparently it was an ore event with Wagner.
Oh.
To craft certain things. Oh, because it was magical crystal chunks. They added magical crystal chunks.
Oh yeah, I see in the world quest. Yeah.
Minecraft.
Beautiful.
Other lasting things. So we had Unreconciled Stars, which was a peak event. Also the main lobby.
Wait,
back
but
then
wait, was that 1.1? Wait, where is that?
It was 1.1.
Am I blind?
Unreconciled Stars was 1.1.
Am I blind? Where is that?
It is under new events at the time.
New. Oh yeah, it's up at the top. I'm an idiot. I'm blind. There we go.
Yeah. Also, the animations back then on that particular homepage were incredible.
Oh, I can see those.
First appearance, quote unquote, but first event with Mona. Also, the first character the first Harbinger many people could have met.
True.
I mean, we had Sinora from then, but also, people did the event during that. And they honestly could have seen Wanderer first, aka back then Scaramouche.
Scaramouche.
Nowadays, Hooamoosh. Did he do the Fandango? We'll never know. But this was a great event. For those who don't know, basically a meteor crashed down in Mondstadt and Liyue. Anybody that touched it fell asleep. Not permanently, but for as long as we had to deal with the meteor. And eventually, that is how we learned about the false sky all the way back then, and then it wasn't touched for 3 years. But don't worry about that part.
It's fine. It's fine.
False sky, everybody. It didn't become relevant again until Mavika blew a hole in it.
Lovely. Well, to be fair, was it only? I feel like we had like heard or seen glimpses, not of the false sky, but like there were glimpses of it before, like brief mentions or allusions, probably at some point. Before.
But now we're to the point where it's becoming relevant for main events, because Natland became relevant, and now it was incredibly relevant for Nodcry.
Yeah.
So, Lasting Impact is definitely going to put it up there. Beside that, we had Baptism of Song, which was apparently another Barbara event. That is, I do remember that. Which got you another free Barbara.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So we had 2 free. So you had an E1, a C1 Barbara by that point. We also had a gliding challenge, which was a gliding challenge.
Yeah, like the smaller events, I think we can pass over because I think like it's mainly like story related events and like bigger stuff like flagship events and stuff.
Take the opportunity though, while it's warm. Complete orders to earn Primogems.
Oh, I remember. I heard about that.
May not know that. Please will remember the fact that there was one that was on a boat that was 2 inches off of land, and that if you put your foot in the water when you tried to walk onto that little raft, it ruined the entire thing.
I want that event back.
For some people, that happened for some people 3 or 4 times before they were able to get it, where they would just put their pinky toe in the water. 1 pixel, and it ruined the entire run.
I need them to bring that event back.
Oh, so you want to cause pain for more people?
Yes!
Okay. Added systems was the Reputation system was added, and the Animoculus Geoculus Resonance Stone, the NRE menu, the Wind Catcher, the Portable Waypoint, Condensed Resin was added.
So a lot of quality of life stuff.
Yeah. Adepta, the Seeker Stove. I don't think a lot of people use that one. And the Treasure Compasses were added. And then recipes or whatever. We got
reputation and all.
The reputation rewards.
Some new gliders.
Enter the Golden House. So the child fight was added during that one, which was our second boss after...
Well, yeah, that was part of the quest.
Yeah, was part of the quest. Oh, and the Unusual Hilly Troll was added.
Yeah. It also...
Let's see.
Two of my... I don't know if I consider them my favorites, but definitely two story quests I really, really like. We got Zhongli's and Child's character quests.
Yeah, that works. Also, optimizations of note. Optimize the inventory capacity for the first time, which upgraded to 2,000 for weapons, 1,000 for artifacts, and 2,000 for other materials. And increase original from 120 to 160.
Right.
Where it would stay for a pretty long time, I think.
Yeah,
also,
until
reduced original resin consumption required in the Battle Pass from 1,600 to 12. Amends the banner for the standard Wish Wanderlust Invocation. Adjust the unlock criteria of the story quest Astrolabos Chapter 1, which was for Mona's story quest. And yeah.
Yeah, I will already say, I do already say, if we want to finish this in one stream, we're gonna have to skip over like many of the optimizations and like smaller things, because we're already half an hour in.
True. It's up to you. We can do it over multiple if we want to schedule a second collab, or we can just try to blow through it. It's entirely up to you.
Honestly, like, let's see how far we can get today, and ideally, I would hope that we can get at least through half, so we can like do one more stream another time.
That works. Say for this one, two things come to mind about this that that have a personal impact on my impact of this. So I think you weren't here for this for one of these, so you won't. You'll remember it once I mention it. The first one was that then the child boss fight was bugged, so that no matter when you challenged it, you would get the highest tier.
I've heard something about that, I think.
And because of that, you also get locked out of co-op when you trigger that quest. I had to physically contact Genshin support because I was like level 20 at the time. I could not kill Child. And I was like, I just want to co-op with my friends while I build my characters. Can you just set me to before it? So they had to physically go in and reset my account back to before that fight just so I could co-op during that time. And two, Zhongli released this update, which was Fallen Winter. Because everyone thought from his trailer he was going to be a DPS.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. People, like, the whole Chinese fanbase really, like, caused a ruckus about that, didn't they?
I was in the Genshin Impact Discord asking for help during that time. You could not send a single message that would get responded to by anyone because everyone was sending the Chi-Chi Fallen emote in every single in that server. They bombed Google Classroom.
Okay, but honestly, that was kind of funny.
They'll undeserved for Google Classroom. They review bombed like every game they could think of, trashing it all. They ruined the rating of Genshin. They ruined the rating of so many other things, causing hassle for so many people. When honestly, unpopular opinion, Zhongli was fine the way he was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Didn't need to rework the entire element of Geo to fix that fact.
Yeah, I've heard people were had quite the opinions on Zhongli when he released. Yeah.
To this day, whenever I use Zhongli's elemental skill, I still accidentally climb up the pillar because that was not what he did not originally used to summon a pillar when you summoned a shield. It was the shield or the pillar.
Oh, interesting.
But that being said, I mean, it has a lot of lasting impact, though it is also responsible for some of Genshin's darkest days.
I would put an A tier, honestly.
You'd put it A tier. Okay.
I mean, I used to say we can't have different tier lists, you know?
That's true. That's true. For me, I think if we're going to do different tier lists, I think 1.0 has to go to C tier. And honestly, I'm going to put it in C tier as well, but above 1.0. I think
Fair.
that there's better highs for this, but I also think even today, Zhongli's kind of falling out of favor with all the other supports that we have. He's not even the best
Yeah,
shield
for
absorber
sure.
anymore.
For sure. I just don't care about meta.
Oh yeah, listen. I've built DPS Barbara with 100% crit rate.
Based.
I don't care about meta. She has an R5 5-star weapon. It's fine.
As she should.
Moving on from 1.1, we have 1. Get back. There we go.
1.2. Oh, was that the Dragon Spine patch?
The Chalk Prince and the Dragon, featuring Great Prince Albedo and Plenilune Gaze Ganyu. Also, Festering Desire, the something that a lot of people desire.
The sword that is lost to the void forever.
Along with the other really good for Albedo weapon that was also from a limited time event.
Yay.
In fact, the only character I ever skipped was Albedo, because everyone at the time was saying, oh, Ganyu's going to be horrible. I was just like, Ganyu looks cool, so I'm going to skip Albedo for Ganyu. I have every character in this game. The only time I ever skipped a character was Albedo. Picked him up on a rerun down the line. Ganyu was so overpowered. It was ridiculous. I don't know if you saw we're playing during Ganyu being OP, but she's the reason that it takes 3 seconds to clear Dvalin's fight nowadays. Then anyway, because she could take him down in like 4 shots, and then it took like 3 shots to completely obliterate his HP bar.
True, so, that makes sense. Yeah.
Quickly listing through the other things from this, Dragon Spine main event, honestly an incredible event in my opinion. The Chalk Prince and the Dragon. New areas, we got Dragon Spine, so that was our first big expansion. Albedo and Ganyu, we had, let's see here.
We had our first Sealy event.
Indeed, the Sealy event, Lost Riches. We also had this absolute travesty of nature, if I remember it correctly, Hypostatic Symphony, which was the one we had to consecutively battle a bunch of hypostases. Let's see. I think
honestly, they could bring that back. Oh, they did bring right. They did at one point.
They did bring it back, I think, twice. They brought it back.
Right.
And then we had Marvelous Merchandise returning, because he used to be a regular guy. Not so much anymore. But
not really. It's fine.
Ruben used to be a regular fan.
Yeah,
we also had Blizzard Strayer and Heart of Depth. Beside that, I don't think there was a ton of other things.
They introduced the reunion system.
They added the camera. That's right.
Wait, what is? Oh, these are like the story quests for both of them.
These are kind of the optimizations I've got on my end. And they adjusted some of the talents for people, like it's level 6 Constellation, the one that nobody activates.
Yeah, honestly, this one doesn't stick out much for me.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that carries this event is Albedo, or is the event, which was very good.
I wasn't there for it.
I just remember. Also, this was when Rosaria debuted. It's not shown here, but she was in the event, so that was when Rosaria first came out.
Oh,
in terms
right.
Of impact, Ganyu's not really used anymore. Albedo has, unfortunately, in the same room as Klee, never been usable for the most part. Events of note, the Chalk Prince and the Dragon is carrying here. The artifacts are nice. Lost Riches, I think, also has a good carry because everyone loves that event when it comes back around.
Yes.
Albedo and Ganyu's story quests were good.
I think have I even done Ganyu's story quest? I don't think I've done that Ganyu's story quest yet.
Trying to see. Oh yeah, this was the event where we got the Jade Chamber back. Where we had the world quest that brought us back the Jade Chamber as an explorable area after we dropped it as a nuke on,
Was that I actually know that because oh really? Huh? Interesting.
But where are you putting 1.2?
Probably lower than launch. Dragon Spine love Dragon Spine, and I think this was the first time we probably got Durin lore and stuff.
Yeah.
But to me, it doesn't hold up to launch, and it doesn't hold up to 1.1.
1.1. For me, again, the heavy lifting here is coming from Dragon Spine. I think the lasting impact for this for me, and I think that's why I'm going to put it in B tier above launch and above 1.1. This was the first real hint of how good the events could be about continuing. The fact that it was the first time we ever got an expansion to the map.
True.
And also that it did lay the foundation of the recurring of Marvelous merchandise, and the fact that Lost Riches became a... No one's ever unhappy to see Lost Riches come around.
True. Yeah, I'm already moving stuff around here because, like, I'm demoting 1.1 to B tier, and honestly, I don't know. For now, I guess I can put them all in B tier because they're all like good in different ways. I'll be moving this around a lot as we go on.
Nothing wrong with that. And going from 1.2 to what honestly might be my first S tier, 1.3, all the glitters. The first Lantern Rite.
Listen, nostalgia aside, for many people, I've heard the first Lantern Rite was not good because it was very NPC focused.
I don't think so. It was really focused on Xiao from what I remember, which was honestly one of the best parts of it. And also had one of the... Have you ever seen the 1.3 Lantern Rite cutscene?
I think I have, yes.
It was one of my favorite cutscenes of all time. Also, the music. They play it every time at Lantern Rite, but back then, the OG Lantern Rite music was so peak. Also, if we're going to talk about lasting impact, new characters. We have Xiao, who was a fan favorite, but not used all that much anymore. Hu was released in this update, along with the infamous weapon, and the reason that the weapon banner was forever changed, Staff of Homa.
Oh yeah.
Many people may remember a certain YouTuber, who will not be named, spending thousands of dollars before getting the first copy of Staff of Homa because there was no guarantee on the weapon banner back then. It was a 50-50 every single time and incredibly reliant on luck.
Yeah, I've seen that.
This was also the first introduction of 3 phases for banners because Kachine's banner, the Dance of Lanterns, was here, which is when I remember I was trying to C6 my Barbara, and I got nothing but Bennett's on that banner. So it was great. Don't worry about it. Also, lasting impact that's not super relevant, but it is worth mentioning. Primordial Jade Cutter, which is one of the best 5-star swords to this day.
True.
Being a crit stat and also increasing your HP. I use it on my Traveler and or Kuki Shinobu.
I think I think it's an attack increase, no? Oh no, it is HP. True. You're right.
No, in the description, it increases your HP.
Oh, you're right. Okay, now hold on. Now that I read this description, I never really bothered concentrating on it, but it's kind of weird because you get an attack buff based on your max HP, so it really is just for split scaling.
Indeed. So it's a crit stat stick, which is most of the reason why it's good.
Yeah.
And then update the event, Lantern Rite, login event. This was also, I believe Stand By Me was this was the event that first introduced the traditional Lantern Rite of getting to pick a 4-star of your choice, which I think has had a pretty standing impact as it's returned over the course of every.
Yeah, we have it every Lantern Rite.
Also, Leyline Overflow was introduced here for the first time, which is an event that a lot of people take for granted, but it's the one that you get double rewards.
It is very good,
From oh gosh, I never use them. The blue and gold little orbs. 5 Flushes of Fortune, which was the photo event. I don't think they've ever brought that back.
That's anything big. Bishops something.
Bishops and where to find them. This was the one that unlocked the Primo Geo Bishop, I think.
Oh, okay. On the rest, we got the story quests.
No, this one was just to search up regular Geo Bishops.
This was the first Dainsleif quest.
Oh, yes, Bowkeeper Dainsleif. Yeah, so that's gonna... Oh, yes, it was. The Bishops and where to find them was the Primo Geo Bishop, because it was released during that update. Okay, so that's relevant. Oh, and Night Sky's Grace was just a login event. Okay.
Ooh.
Also, I think both of us are probably guilty of not using this as much as we should. but the parametric transformer was released during this update.
I forget it exists!
Also, the Dust of Azoth, the thing that lets us transmute materials into different materials.
Oh, the for the gems, right?
Yeah, which is relevant.
Yeah. I'm thinking top of B tier for me.
So, relevant. Event quality of life. I'm doing this purely because it's relevant. All events in version 1.3 that do not require challenging ley lines or domains will not consume original resin. The vast majority of large-scale events in future versions will also not consume original resin. That is huge for the future of the game at that point, because now you did not have to spend resin to claim rewards. Also, Zhongli's revamp, along with the Geo Elemental Resonance and Geo Shield rebalance.
Right.
And Mona's Illusory Talent got a little bit of optimization, so she could use it more quickly. That one's kind of whatever. And also,
I think the rest is
pre-install for mobile is kind of relevant.
Nice.
But I mean, looking at this one, the fact that resin was no longer required.
For sure,
the fact that Bootow came out, the fact that Lantern Rite to this day is one of the most anticipated events every year. I mean, just what's going on here? For me, it has to be an S tier, just because of what came out during that.
For now, I'm gonna leave it at the top of B tier, just because I don't have the I don't have the nostalgia connection. Also, like story wise, it was also good because Dane. You know what? The Dainsliff buff promotes it to A tier for me.
Yeah, because I'm looking at first appearance of Dane, first Lantern Rite. The fact that they said that was when they decided to A, rebalance Zhongli, whatever, and B, the events no longer cost resin.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine doing the events today when you still have to spend resin? You wouldn't even be able to do all the events, all the event stuff in one day with the current resin limit.
Yeah, for me it's an A tier. For me it's the first A tier, and the rest is still in B.
We're moving on from 1.3. We have 1.4.
Our first Windbloom.
Invitation of Windbloom. Another great event. Songs of Julie and the Winds are streaming.
Rosaria release.
Rosaria release. That was the only new character. This was the first appearance of reruns. Also, Mr. Worldwide getting his first rerun.
Yeah, and this was the We'll Be Reunited quest. Ooh.
Oh, this was We Will Be Reunited.
And our first Hangouts.
Hangouts, indeed. I still remember this for one reason. I don't know if you ever saw the live stream for this, but there was a particular thing that was put here. Also, this was when Venti's second weapon came out, the Elegy for the End.
Oh yeah.
For this, you know, it's worth mentioning because we're on Go through right now. During the live stream for this event, or for announcing this update, this is the last time Paimon ever appeared on a live stream.
Oh.
She has never appeared on a live stream since. Now, there's speculation as to why that is, but in my personal opinion, during that live stream, when announcing the events, and announcing particularly the Hangouts, she told everyone in front of the live audience, everybody gets to participate in all of these Hangouts, and now I could start my harem.
Okay, but that can't be it. Because, like, it was... Those are pre-recorded, right? Like, even back then.
I don't think they're I'm not sure 100%.
Because, like, now, like at least from 2.x onwards, like, live streams are usually always pre-recorded. So that was greenlit. And we've had other similar jokes since.
So you, like, look at Barbara, Bennett. The age isn't known or suspected to be on the younger side. That's my opinion on why she was never brought back, but who knows. I just find that odd. But also, looking at some other stuff, we had the balloon for the gadget, whatever. Inquisitive and Dora. Is this
what was that?
I think this is the...
Oh, is that the
little Oceanid. The little Oceanid that we could have as a pet.
Oh, yeah.
And then the lyre kind of doing whatever it's going to do.
New recipes, name cards, whatever.
optimization, condensed. Oh, increases the max amount of a condensed resin that can be held.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So that also optimized Spiral Abyss so that you could start from the second part rather than having to redo the entire thing. Which is relevant for, people who care about that.
Yeah.
And otherwise, once again, it is Windbloom doing a lot of the heavy lifting here.
Yeah, what was that? Hold on, I gotta go to the Windbloom quest, see what that was about.
Was back. Marvelous Merchandise was back. Oh, the KFC event!
Oh, right.
there was a event specifically. I guess the IRL stuff for that would matter. But the rioting outside of a KFC event. Beside that, Invitation of Windbloom, Wistful Drops was the Rodea of Locke event, which I think that was a fairly popular event. Contending Tides, which was just a combat event in the Meaty Arena, that is a name of all time that I keep forgetting exists in this game. I mean, the Hangouts were cool. I think we don't really have Hangouts anymore, which is a shame.
Sadly, yeah. I think, what was our last Hangout? Was it Lynette?
Lynette,
somewhere
I think,
around there.
We got the little device or whatever it was. I think they kind of got replaced by Traveler's Tales.
Yeah, true. Although those are like one-time interactions.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Flamethrower. Welcome to the stream. I mean, for me, I think I put this in. I think I'm putting
it top of 8 here, honestly. I think I put it slightly above 1 point. What were we at? The Lantern Ride one, because like the We'll Be Reunited quest does some heavy lifting here.
Yeah, We Will Be Reunited, and you know what? Yeah, I can put it above. I can put it top of B, I think, for right now. It might. You know what? We'll do A.
We'll see how it goes.
It might get moved. All right, 1.5, Beneath the Light of Jadeite, the Agedaham story quest. This was also Eula was first announced, and Yanfei, and also the Serenity Teapot was added.
Oh, yeah. I will say, possibly a little bit of a hot take regarding the whole Agedaham thing. The boss, sure, whatever, that's cool.
Yeah.
I prefer Zhongli's first quest over the second. The second one didn't do that much for me.
The God of Sol one, right?
Yeah, the God of Sol. That one I prefer over Act 2.
You're not alone in that particular one. So I do think, Agedaham was cool and all, but,
Yeah.
Looking at character relevance, unfortunately, Eula has never been particularly strong because, what are we on? 3 characters that support physical right now?
Yeah.
Rosaria, Mika, and her. Beside that, it was Zhongli's rerun. Yanfei came out. I remember being so hyped for Yanfei at the time.
I think Yanfei, like, out of the 4-star, she's still decent.
New events, we had Energy Amplifier Initiation, which gave us, I think, a free Diona. It was also our first real touch of Sumeru, because we were with a Sumeru NPC named Hosini.
I think I remember that guy.
I think they brought him back recently.
Yeah, I think I remember that guy.
There was Misty Dungeon, which was the dungeon event. I think we've had that one rerun a couple of times as well.
Let me check that. But we also got Wind Trace!
Wind Trace. The original Wind Trace, not the one where now you can win if you fill up a certain amount of bars or whatever it was. Mimi Tombo, which was an unusual Hilly Turtle event.
Oh.
And then finally Overflowing Mastery. The things that carry this event, I would say, are...
the quests were good, but nothing big for me.
Yeah. It's just one of those where it's like...
There's also no main story during this.
Yeah, there's no main story. The main carry here has to be Zhongli's story quest and, like, Wind Trace.
Yeah, I think this was the weaker one.
And then the second act of the Hangout events for Noelle and Diona getting her first.
This is a C for me.
Yeah, I don't think it's particularly...
Like the weakest, at least.
Yeah. I think the thing that carries it is Serenity Pot, but I would put it... probably bottom of C. I don't think it's a D tier. I think the Serenity Pot still has a lot of people very happy about it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we don't use it as much, especially now that Millie Astro Wonderland exists.
Yeah.
But the Serenity Teapot, it still gives you a free resin every week, and
True, that I always forget to claim.
So, and here, how else are we going to level up the friendship of characters that we never plan to use?
Truly! I should honestly work on my teapot at some point. Like, I've been wanting to, it's just that, like, the fucking limit, the fucking load limit or whatever, just, I hate it. Can we yeet it, like, fully?
Indeed. Also, before we even get into the next one, I have to put it in S tier, at top of S, immediately. 1.6, Midsummer Island Adventure. One of the greatest events to ever grace this game.
Golden Apple Archipelago, the first one. Listen, I'm already giving it bonus points because Kaya and D-Look, I remember, are pretty present in it.
Yes. Now you started playing after this, right?
I started 2.1, yes.
2.1. Darn. The fact that you missed this is so sad. So sad. Also, Kazuha released during this one, probably the most meta-relevant character that we have as of now.
I mean, he's kind of, you know, like he's like good nowadays, but not great. Like you would usually use.
Good nowadays. Yeah. The Klee event leaves in the wind. Magu Kenki was announced, or was released. Fun fact: Magu Kenki, now in Inazuma, but was originally in the Golden Apple Archipelago before they moved it back over, which was. This thing was horrifying.
Let's see here.
Besides that, Midsummer Island Adventure, when all of its parts. This was also, I think, one of the first events that took course over several days to unlock. First ever interaction with Alice was also during this.
Oh yeah.
It is now soon to most likely be a playable character. It seems at this point.
Insane.
Besides that, we had Never Ending Battle, which was... Which one was this?
It sounds like combat.
It's just a random combat event.
Yeah, we don't care about combat.
Well, yeah, don't care about combat. Echoing Tales.
We do have Echoing Tales.
Oh yeah, the
our first skin,
skins.
No? Yeah.
It's Jean and Barbara. Well, Barbara was free, Jean was paid. Legend of the Vagabond Sword, which was another combat event that involved bosses, like Magu Kenki. This was a nightmare to do. A lot of combat stuff. Well, I mean, to be fair, the main event was very much more all over the place.
Yeah.
I think Kaboom Combat was kind of like a volleyball-esque kind of event. Besides that...
We do have our prologue, our Inazuma prologue.
Indeed. Autumn Wind Scarlet Leaves was a fun one. Serenity... Oh, they added companion movement to the gameplay. The first ever limited time area being the Golden Apple Archipelago, the new updates,
outfits,
furnishing and furnishing sets.
Yeah, like small stuff.
Achievement, whatever. Yeah, Spiral Abyss and stuff. System stuff that wasn't really there. Oh, they increased the load limit of the Serenity Teapot, going back to what you said a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so about that. When's the next one?
They've done it a few more times, but you know. Most importantly, they adjusted the description for the food item Stormcrest Pie.
Very crucial.
I'm joking, of course. Very crucial. And also increased the damage multiplier for Electrocharge, Superconduct, Overload, Swirl, and Shatter when you reach level 60 or above. So that was, I mean, not super great.
That was something.
You know, it's relevant. Let's not have level 20 multipliers on our level 90 characters. Thanks. Yeah, heavy lifting here is largely done by Golden Apple, but just off lasting impact, if there's an event that Genshin players say they want back or an area, it's Golden Apple Archipelago.
Yeah, I realized that I need to change the names of my tiers because the letters are too vague for me. I need to think about how to do that because, like, I would not consider, like, or you know what? Maybe I'll just do this. I'll just add another tier above S. I'll add an S+ tier.
Oh boy, S+.
Because, like, I have the problem that I always need to be, like, very hyper-specific with my tiers.
Got you covered. Hold on. We're content creators, so clearly we need Poggers as a tier, 6-7 as a tier.
Shut the fuck up!
Rickroll as a tier. And Stamp as a tier.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
Really.
Maybe this was a mistake.
I mean, I'm going to go S tier here. I think that lasting impact, this is probably the only update that has had a lasting impact that it's been basically like 5-6 years and people still clamor for this to come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the top of A tier.
Top of A tier? Yeah, that makes sense.
Like a I almost said it. Like a 6.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. Also, the fact that it was our first intro to Alice was, you know, fun.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay.
All right, and now we move into when we realized the game really hated us.
This one I have beef with. This patch I have beef with. Because so overall, of course, like first Inazuma patch, whatever, yada yada yada, that's cool, that's fine. To this day, or actually it was, I'm pretty sure, wait, just double check, I mean it should be. Yeah. To this day, I am extremely bitter about the fact that both Ayaka's and Yuimiya's story quests were mandatory to continue the main story.
Forgot about that, honestly.
It pisses me off so much because truly, I did not care at that point. I would have probably enjoyed the quest, you know, if I had, like, the time to do them, like, at any point. But at that point, I just wanted to get through the main story. I was interested in the main story. And then they're like, no, here's 2 whole story quests you need to do first. And they're not even that, like, Yuimiya's I get. Yuimiya's was a bit more relevant, at least. But, like, Ayaka's, like, any important snippets, they could have, like, tied into the main quest or just left them out.
Yeah. But yeah, looking at new content, Ayaka's going to do a lot of heavier lifting here besides just Inazuma, because everyone was waiting for Ayaka to release.
Yeah, I don't really care about her, but I get it.
This was also the start of the Yoimiya curse, where Yoimiya was always placed between 2 really important characters that everybody wanted. And so she never gets summoned because she's in such bad spirits. Sayu as well. Kind of thought Sayu would be relevant, but not particularly.
Yeah, I like Sayu though. She's cute.
Other things that were relevant, I think that it's worth mentioning Emblem of Severed Fate came out this update.
Oh, truly.
That artifact set is incredibly used to this day on any character that goes about energy recharge. New region, we got Inazuma with 3 of its islands.
Oh, yeah.
Besides that, we got Thunder Sojourn, which was a Beidou event.
Another Sealy event.
Was this the Sealy event? Or was this one with...
That was the Theater Mechanicus. I've heard mixed reviews on that one.
This was not Theater Mechanicus. That wasn't Lantern Right.
I mean, Theater Mechanicus was this one, yeah.
I'm trying to remember if this... Oh, it was a gliding event. It was a gliding event. Gotcha. It was a gliding event. For some reason, I thought it might have been a Wave Rider event because it was a Beidou event, so I didn't care about the boat, but I guess not. So it was a gliding event, so kind of whatever on a gliding event. Lost Riches made its return for Inazuma. There was the second part of Theater of Mechanicus. I hated Theater Mechanicus.
I don't care much for most events anyway.
Genuinely the least favorite event in all of Genshin.
Oh,
so
damn.
I'm glad that it is. I don't think it's returned since then, except for like one more Lantern Ride.
I think like variations of it have returned since.
A random combat event. I didn't relevantly. I also think that my favorite world quest came out. Yeah, the Sacred Sakura Cleansing Ritual was by far one of my favorite in all of Genshin.
That was a good one.
That one was such a good event. Gardening was added to Serenity Pot, whatever.
Ishara Tales.
Oh, the Epitomized Path. The weapon mechanic.
Oh!
The guaranteed weapon. That's worth mentioning for lasting impact here.
Yeah.
Zoom Reputation. The gameplay stuff is whatever. New gadgets. Oh yeah, the gadgets. We got the mini Sealy. The Strong Box. The Strong Box was added.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, that's relevant. That's relevant. Besides that, new animals, new woods type. Oh yeah, wood was added for Serenity Pot for Inazuma, which was again not really too great. Also, adding Barbara to the outfit shop. Anything else?
I mean, these are not that big.
particularly-
There was one.
Nothing huge.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of like big world quests. We got the Orobashi quest. We got the Tara Tales, which my god, fuck that world quest so much.
And then we got the Gourmet Supremos was kind of whatever, but then we got Sacred Sakura Cleansing Ritual, Tara Tales, Orobashi's Legacy. 3 very big ones.
Yeah, like on world quests, like lore, we got a lot.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: did you know they changed the name of the main character from Sacred Sakura?
I don't think I did. No.
Her name back then was Kazari, and then they updated it to be Hanachiru Sato, and we have no idea why.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, we got the first 2 acts of the Archon quest and Ayaka and Yoimiya's story quest. So,
where did
looking
Inazuma
at
end there?
relevance,
Okay.
I mean, looking at relevance, Yoimiya's not really used that much. Sai's not used that much. People still use Ayaka.
Every now and then, yeah.
Thundering Pulse and Mistsplitter Reforged are still 2 very popular 5-star weapons to this day.
Yeah,
Emblem
I
of
think I'm
Severed
gonna-
Fate is pretty popular.
Hmm.
We had some banger world quests. Honestly, I feel like people give more hate to the Inazuma main story.
It was fine. It was just like the pacing was awkward.
Pacing was a little awkward. I'll give it that. I will give it that.
I'm trying to think here. I'm leaning between, like, for me, I'm leaning between like better than the Zhongli and Child. Actually, like if I'm looking at this like from a character and story perspective, listen, those character story quests really soured the whole patch for me.
I will say this. One thing that sticks out to me that I think is worth mentioning about this update is that this was the real first time that we, as the Traveler, realized we were not invincible in the game.
True.
Because Raiden absolutely owned that.
You know what?
In that first introduction.
I'm trying to think, because like as much as I hate the mandatory character like story quests, I do think like the general intro is good. We had a lot of lore. We also met Toma, and Toma is kind of like countering my hatred for the story quests. I'm gonna put it at bottom of A tier for me.
I'm gonna put it top of A tier for me. I think it's above Windbloom in my opinion.
Actually, I think I put it above Legend, right?
It's a main story.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, it's like middle A tier for me at the moment.
All right. Now, I think that this next one may have a bit of bias for you.
Okay.
Which I believe, as you said, you joined.
I joined during this patch. Yes.
So you came during the play. Also, I understand that there's some real banger characters here, like the Ryan Shogun and Kokomi, but we must respect to our favorite choir of all, the savior from another world. She never will.
Sorry, what you cut out heavy there.
Sorry, my apologies. We salute you, Aloy, because Genshin never will.
I mean, listen, I don't care much about Raiden. I do like Kokomi. I really like Sarah for some reason. I don't know, something about her.
Oh yeah, Sarah's great. I mean, looking at just relevancy of characters who came out, every single one of these characters is still used today, except for Aloy.
Although, like all three of, I feel like out of these three, like Raiden, like Sarah obviously the least. Kokomi, I mean, she's still a solid healer, and Raiden is kind of like, you know, like she's not really great anymore. She's good, but there's lots of better options these days.
Universal battery.
Yeah.
And Breathing Lightning as well, also relevant. One of the first times a 4-star has been relevant, but the catch, which is incredibly used to this day as a budget option for Xiangling, for Raiden, for quite a few people actually.
Let's see.
Segura was killed in this update.
Oh yeah! Honestly, underwhelming.
Invincible. Underwhelming. Also, to say, and it puts a little bit of points on my board, Watatsumi Island being added. Watasumi Island is my favorite place in Inazuma because it's the one place that nobody tries to kill you.
True. Well, mostly.
Well, mostly, you know.
Okay,
It's
I'm
most
trying to think,
serene
was
when you
this?
get murdered.
Hold on, was
And
this
then Archon
the...
Quest, they only got Act 3, which was the end of the Inazuma Archon Quest.
I'm trying to think.
Raiden
Okay, this was the...
and Kokomi's Archon, or their quest. Also, fishing was added. Yay!
What was added?
Fishing.
You keep cutting out, I'm sorry.
Fishing?
Fish.
Help me
Oh,
out saying
now.
that word.
Okay, now I got it.
Yeah. Otherwise, we had Moonlight Merriment was the main event, which was the cooking. Was this the cooking event with Xiangling? And...
Not sure. I know that for me, or actually, was that this event?
Quickly
The one with Child and Shenyan. Was that the Hyakuni?
That was not this event. That was
Was
not
that
this
next?
event. This is
Was
more
that
or
next
less the
patch?
Luxurious Sea Lord. I think so.
Oh, okay. Because that one I really liked.
If I remember correctly, this event was the one where Shang went up against Smiley Yanshao in a cooking event.
Yeah, that was whatever for me. Like 2.1, like that's when I started the game. So a lot of like the new updates I also didn't fully experience because I was focused on getting through the main story.
Yeah, we also had Hayakin Iki, which was
Hyakuni Iki feels like was that like one of the like event domain kind of thing? I feel like
it was an event domain where they split you into 2 characters and you can only use those 2 characters.
Oh, right.
Into like 6 teams of 2. The last time it appeared was November.
It was a while ago, but like, yeah.
2022.
Okay, a while ago,
So.
genuinely.
Yeah, just a little bit. Lunar Realm was a fishing event, so I didn't care one bit.
Meh.
Lunar events or fishing events. Spectral Secret was just kind of another random one that gave you Sanctifying Unction. That was the one that let you farm specters.
Oh god, fuck those things.
Nobody likes me and the homies hate specters.
All my homies.
A couple of web events. The main thing here being I think the things that speak out to me about this one is Raiden releasing and the new story about killing Senora, which I think is when people realize that that Senora not being playable hurt a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I think there's also a lot of things that bring this one down, including Aloy, because we had high hopes for what the future of collabs would look like for Genshin, and they've not done anything realistically that impacted the game in a meaningful way since Aloy, and Aloy has long been forgotten as a character, and you can't even get Aloy anymore if you did not play during that time. In fact, do you have Aloy?
I do. I even have her somewhat leveled.
Nice. I used her in Imaginarium Theater once or twice recently.
Oh.
But overall, I mean, lasting impact, it's not... I mean, besides Raiden is doing the heavy lifting here.
Yeah, for me, like, I think I would place it maybe above... Because I feel like that act, I think that was the finale of Inazuma, right? I think the finale was good.
It was the finale of Inazuma.
That was good. Senora's death was very underwhelming to me because at that point, like, through the main story, we only really, like, met her in Mondstadt, and then she came back, and suddenly she's dead.
Yeah. For me, I think it's my first D tier. It's kind of a forgettable overall event. I think the only thing that came out of that cooking event was the revelation that Golba was the stove god.
Which, to be fair, is a pretty decent...
Decent revelation in terms of overall impact.
The lore implications overall, yeah.
Yeah, the lore implications are great, but otherwise it's not really super.
I think I'm gonna place mine, like, just above 2.0, because, like, the end of that quest, of the main quest was really good. Raiden's first quest was okay, and I do really like Kokomi as a character, more than I liked Yoimiya and Ayaka. And Saura.
Yeah.
Also there.
Well, going to the one from that one to the one you were just mentioning.
Yes.
2.2 was Into the Perilous Labyrinth of Fog.
Child with the first instance of Child and the Girlies.
Yes, new characters. Toma was added for the first time, And technically, Aloy was added for everyone that didn't have a PlayStation.
Right.
Child got his second best in slot weapon, Polar Star.
Right.
Otherwise, nothing particularly. I mean, it was a bunch of reruns. This was also when they added the Rift Towns.
They added Tsurumi. Dude, Tsurumi, gotta give bonus points for that, because as annoying as the world quest is, like, early on,
oh yeah,
and like the Rift Towns, one of my favorite OSTs in the whole game. Just like the main theme for Tsurumi Island.
Rue's thing, right? That's Rue's.
That's Rue's quest, and not like that was Rue's quest. I mean, I don't mean the like his like the song. I just mean like the bass, like when you enter Tsurumi Island, that OST.
Gotcha.
The piano one.
Also, new events. We had Labyrinth Warriors, which I have fond memories of. Which was the Child and Xinyan combat event with,
dude.
Was it Shiki Tai? Yeah, Shiki Tai show.
I'm so bitter that I just barely, like, I didn't finish that event. Like, I think I just missed, like, the deadline. So I didn't finish it, but I played, like, a good chunk of it, and just, like, I just need Child to interact with more characters who don't know what the fuck he does.
Yeah, and then we had, Catherine doing the Shadow of the Ancients, which was kind of just an exploration challenge.
Yeah, we got Sayu and Thomas hangouts.
Tune to the World Sounds, which was the first music event, I want to say. Yes, it was that music event. I'm not good at the music events.
I love music events, so bonus for me.
Bonus points. And then Dreams of Bloom came back for this one. Oh no, this one was just planting flowers. So, And then I think that was it. Yeah, Leyline Overflow. And yeah, Through the Mist was the main art world quest, which I believe is the one for... Is this the one for Rue? I think. I'm
pretty sure, like, I'm assuming, like, with the introduction of Tsurumi Island was also the,
Yeah. So yeah, that was the Rue quest, which I think is doing the heavy lifting here more than,
Honestly,
Warriors.
I feel, funnily enough, like, despite this patch having, like, no main story, like, there's so many little things that, like, add up, so I think for me it's gotta be, like, top of 8 here, like, even above the first Golden Apple.
I think for me, in contrast, I think that Toma and Aloy were the only new characters, and neither were particularly relevant. There was no main story. Labyrinth Warriors was okay, but the thing that carries it a lot is Rue's story quest, and I think that I would put it bottom of D.
Goddamn. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, I'm also, like, a very character-focused person, so, like, I love Child, I love Toma. Xinyan has grown on me a lot, so that's also, like, the additional bias there.
Yeah, I get that. Eventually, there was going to be some big deviations between the two of ours.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Honestly, we've been pretty close to each other's tiered, like, rankings up to this point, so...
Yeah. I've, yeah.
Yeah, just for me, it's just the fact that there's not... I mean, there was no main quest. I think the only thing that's carrying it... The hangout events weren't particularly memorable for Sayu and Toma. I think Rue's quest carries it.
That's fair.
And that's kind of... I mean, the other events aren't even that great. I don't remember any of them besides Labyrinth Warriors. And it also hurts that no new character was given beside Toma.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, moving from that into the second Dragonspine event, and also the last time, up until recently, we had a Dragonspine event.
Yeah.
Shadows Amidst Snowstorms, with probably my least favorite character in the game releasing during this time, Arataki Ito.
Oh yeah, first like oh yeah, this was his release, right? Okay, immediate bonus. I fucking love Ito.
I hate Ito.
Really?
Fun fact: I went to get Goro on this banner. I got a double Ito banner followed by a double Ito tempo, followed by a back-to-back getting another Ito, and walked out with I think a C2 Ito before I got Goro.
Respectfully, fuck off, because where's that for me?
Tim, you can have like 3 of the constellations I have on him.
I would love them. I love Ito. Max Middleman, fucking legend.
The next time he reran was with another new character, and I got
Dude, Ito was the first character I saved up for. I love this man. I am a little getting I've gotten frustrated with the way that they treat him as like just, you know, like they've really like demoted him to almost pure comedic relief after I would say like 3.x-ish, like up to 2.7, like the Castle Quest. There he was still great. But after that, it's really just like they bring him in for like, haha, funny bit. Haha. And then, you know,
you're not wrong.
They just kind of like diminish his character down to that.
That's relevant for this one. Arataki Ito and Goro were released. Goro was still very used in the Mono Geo comps. Ito, unfortunately, not that much. Cinnabar Spindle was added, as well as Redhorn Stone Thresher. Redhorn Stone Thresher is the stat stick for claymores.
Still pretty
and
good,
Cinnabar
yeah.
Spindle is Albedo's best in slot. That is no longer accessible. Phase 1 was Albedo and Eula.
You got
People
reruns.
finally got the Eula rerun, but also Eula Banner did horrible. So all that clamoring for Eula rerun was for naught. Ito and Goro released it the second time. I've already explained my experience with that. Husk of Opulent Dreams is not super used. Ocean Hued Clam is good for healers, but not so much anymore. Shadows Amid Snowstorms being the main event of that update.
Okay, I need to look up something because the thing is, like, for this quest, this was before you could just, like, skip over story quests and just, like, quick start events, because so here you still had to do Albedo's quest. So I did both of those, like, around the same time. So I forget where Albedo's quest ends and where the Dragonspine one begins. So that's kind of, like, muddy for me. I remember this quest being good. If it's, like, the parts that I think they are.
This was the imposter Albedo up, if that helps.
Yeah. Which is the okay. I'm reading out like where it begins, and I do like this one for sure. What's
We also
the
got all the
warrior
meme
dog?
moments from Albedo from this update, particularly people always putting the voiceover of his Among Us, of Koidao's Among Us streams to these scenes.
Let's see. We got another marvelous.
Makes it believe it was me.
Dude, Koi is so fucking funny.
I will also say, I have a very fun memory from this event, because this was the one with the giant Whopper Flower, was the final boss.
Oh yeah.
So when you went to do that originally, there was the giant barrier over it, and the Whopper Flower was inside the barrier. We did this in co-op, and before we started it, somehow another co-op member got stuck inside the barrier before we started it with the Whopper Flower. I'll give you one guess what character they were playing.
Babel.
Because who else would be that unlucky? It's literally typing in the chat, please help me, let me out. And I just remember that vividly from that time.
Oh dear.
Because he's just stuck in there running against the wall while the Whopper Flower was in there. He's like, just please let me out, help.
Help.
No, Bennett, you could sit there for a little while longer while we take pictures.
Okay. Actually, yeah, with Ito's release also comes his story quest. And his story quest, possibly one of my favorites, like, in the entire game. Because that quest actually did great at like, developing his and, like, showcasing his character before they decided to demote him to comedic relief, almost exclusively.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of that one, ironically.
Wow. Yeah, no, I mean, number one is just, like, the fact that he's voiced by Max Middleman, huge bonus, and, honestly, I don't know what it was, I mean, I just love himbos. I just love the himbo characters, so.
No, that works. I mean, besides that, main event being Shadows Amid Snowstorms, I think is doing a lot of it. Otherwise, it's like the Bantan Sango case files for the Warrior Dog. and then I think that was a Kagamaru event. We had Marvel's Merchandise return, Energy Amplifier fruition.
Yeah, and I think we had the Golden Wolf Lord then, new boss, but...
Yeah, the Golden Wolf Lord, which is just the worst version of the Rift Hounds.
I think that's about it, like, of the notable...
So I mean, again, it's Ito, Goro, and Shadows Amid Snowstorms doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, for me, that's my first S tier.
For me, I think it did more than the launch events, but I'm going to put it right below the original one.
That's fair.
So, middle of B tier, probably by the end of this, if I had to guess.
That makes sense. In that case...
Okay,
we're making a bit better progress here. We are like, at least in the 2 X's.
Indeed. 2.4. The second
Next Lantern Ride.
Colors in flight.
What was this one about?
And Yunjin getting added.
Oh wait, was this Shenhe's quest? Or was this in the intro?
Oh yeah. Level good. Yes, this was Shenhe's story quest, and also relevantly, the absolute peak cutscene for Yunjin, the Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Wait, this was a stack because we had Shenhe, we had that whole quest, we had Enka no Miya.
Indeed, we did have Enka no Miya.
This was a good one. Hangouts, those are whatever for me. I don't really care about either of them much.
Yeah, hangout events were whatever. Do we have any particular? Nothing particularly stands out in the World Quest category.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Otherwise, oh yeah, the outfits for Ningguang and Kaching.
Oh yeah, honestly, some of my favorite skins. This
was the censorship patch. Where they censored Amber, Jean, Mona, and Rosaria's outfits.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, listen, I don't know if this is a hot take. I still kind of prefer Rosaria's censored skin to her default. Same with Mona.
Mona, I think I like Mona's more. I was not a huge fan of Jean's getting changed. But
I think, yeah, DJ don't remember fully.
Jean's always just seemed kind of fine for me. Also, new events. Wind Trace returned for the first time.
Right.
Fleeting Colors in Flight was the main Lantern Ride event. This was the one with Shenhe and Bite. Was Baish or was which one was the? Was it? I think it was Baish.
I think it was Baish. Yeah. Osial's wife, Baish. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Osial was the main one. Baish was the second.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel for every single time a water monster attacked Liyue, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. Prosperous Partnerships. Again, the Lantern Rite recurrence of getting a free 4-star character of your choice. May Fortune Find the login event. Flowing Lights and Colors was the Lantern Rite login event. I mean, looking at the stat, we talked about stacked updates.
Mm-hmm.
Shenhe is still used for cryo. Yunjin not so much, but
yeah.
A rerun of Xiao and Zhongli, whatever. Enka no Miya was huge at the time.
Enka no Miya was huge, and still is huge, honestly.
Anymore. It still is huge, though we don't get to really do anything with it anymore.
Yeah.
And I mean, Lantern Rite is Lantern Rite. Shenhe's story during that was incredible.
I will say, well, I think those were. I think like Shenhe's story was mainly in the interlude. It was not I think Lantern Rite was the. I think the Lantern Rite was more Kaching focused.
True.
I want to recall, and to like the Lantern Rite story, I didn't care much for.
No, I think so. The Lantern Rite story for Shenhe, it did have. I think it focused a lot more on her story than you remember, because the Divine Damsel of Devastation.
That was the interlude.
Was that the interlude?
That was the interlude. Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't part of Lantern Rite, huh?
Lantern Rite, I remember being very like Kaching focused, which I didn't care for.
Oh, that's right. That was the Kaching Lantern Rite. Right. Right. I remember that now. Yeah, Kaching. Fun fact, one of my favorite Lantern Rites was the Kaching Lantern Rite.
Oh, well.
But it's fine. I mean, it's not going to impact my ranking of this all that much. I mean, I'm going to put it probably top of B tier.
I think I'm going to put it in, honestly, I think I'm going to put it in S tier, like right with the previous, like right with the Dragonspine and Ito patch.
Actually, I'm going to put it, I think Dragonspine, because that was the first time we got a new area, is slightly above Enka no Miya for me.
I love the vibes of Enkanomiya more.
Enkanomiya didn't really shine until I think the following patch, because then we had the main event in Enkanomiya, if I remember 2.5 correctly.
Oh yeah, that could have been, yeah. I kind of did those like in one go. Yeah. So they blur together for me.
When the Sakura blooms. Rerun of Raiden Shogun Yayuko or release. Raiden Shogun's second story quest, which is one of my favorites.
That was a good one, I recall. Yeah.
End of the Oneric Euthymia as well. This was also, I believe, our first reference to one of the three shades. Because of...
Possibly, at least in a main quest, or in a big quest.
Yeah, Istaroth. Events, the Three Realms Gateway offering. Yes, the Enkanomiya event.
Okay, yeah, I just zoomed through that, so I barely remember anything.
Yeah, this was the, I forget the name of the NPC, but this was, again, it wasn't a super, like, huge event. In fact, this was the last time we really did anything with...
Yeah, I think it was pretty lore-heavy, from what I recall.
It was very lore-heavy. But I will give it... Oh, and also... Okay, I have to mention, Of Drinks of Dreaming. We just got that back with the most recent update. This was the first mixing event, where we got to do drinks and chat with the characters in Mondstadt.
Okay, yeah, that was fun.
That's probably going to be the one doing the most heavy lifting for me. Because I love that event.
Like, honestly, like, Yai's character, to my friend, I mean, my friend already knows this, he loves Yai. I don't really care for her, and I didn't really care much for her quest either. I think it was kind of meh.
Actually, fun fact, I haven't even done her quest. It's in my quest log.
Yeah, I didn't care much for it, personally.
And then Divine Ingenuity. Yeah, there's not a lot going on for this one besides...
Yeah, this one's kind of weak for me.
Yeah, I think the things that carry it are Miko release, because a lot of people like Miko.
Yeah.
Raiden Shogun run her second story quest, which unlocked a lot of lore-based stuff, and also the boss. Besides that... Not a ton.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll... let's see. Honestly,
I'm going to try to be objective, and I think I put it at bottom of D.
Oh, I am not objective at all. I think I might put it like below the Dragon Spine at like first release.
Yeah.
I think the worst for me is still the one with Zhongli's second story quest, because that one I don't recall. Like, I think that one had nothing big for me.
Zhongli's second one, the God of Salt.
Yeah, the first one was God of Salt. Second one was Ashtaha.
I think second one was God of Salt. First one was Ashtaha.
No. First one was God of Salt. First one was God of Salt. That's the one I'm saying that I prefer over the Ashtaha one.
Well, going from not a lot of lore, thank you for the follow, Hikari, to one that had a lot of lore, and I think a lot of people still really like this event, the Zephyr of the Violet Garden.
2.6, baby! Chasm time!
Let us give a moment of silence for Kamisato Ayato, who everyone thought was going to be great, and is honestly one of the most disappointing 5 stars in the game.
Hey, I still like his character. I don't care if he sucks. I mean, he's decent. He's not bad. He's like, he's
not horrible.
Yeah, he's decent. You can still play him pretty well. He's just not like, he's not suggested. He's not the most recommended.
This update had 2 bangers. It had the event with Albedo, the festival that had the kind of the Wanderer backstory a bit in it.
Oh yeah, wait, was this the Iridori festival?
This was the Iridori festival.
Okay, that's good. That's really good then.
This had Chasm and the Iridori festival, and also the Chasm Delver's quest series.
Or actually, wait a moment. Never mind. For some reason, I keep thinking that Iridori was 2.7, but ignore me.
You're fine.
Yeah, no, this was a banger event. Like, that Chasm quest with Dane, I think still one of my favorite quests in the whole game.
Yeah, other kind of lesser things, we had Radiant Spin Crystals, the little music discs added.
Oh, yeah.
And
We
I
got
think
the new
beside that,
domain that to this day I still have not unlocked.
True. And hey, they lowered the damage of done by Primo Geovicious Hashlinks. Yay!
Yeah, yippee! We got the lot of Chasm World quests, which were all really good.
Yeah, Chasm Delvers. I forget the name of the person from the Chasm Delvers that everybody liked, but the
Katarina?
Adventurers Guild girl.
Oh, I forgot her name. I forgot. To be fair, like the unlocking the chasm was very annoying, but like once you actually get in and like the quest with God, I'm blanking on the names. Mushroom and the Fatui agent.
That one person's name was Zichong. I did find that.
Right.
Information. But for me, I mean, again, two bangers here. The Iridori Festival is I mean, we only ever had it once, I think, but it was a heck of an event.
Also, they should bring that back.
Finding Venti passed out in a crate of alcohol was hilarious at the time. And then you have the cutscene of like everybody coming together and Albedo painting the panels for the final thing and leaving the last one blank. And then they had like Wanderer on it, though you could only find that on the original one and not in the actual teapot furnishing that you got. I mean, it's got to be at least an A tier. I would probably put it top of A.
Yeah, I would at least put like top of S tier. I'm debating whether to put it in S+, but I'll hold off for now, but it's a candidate.
Actually, okay, hold on. I had a misinterpretation that I think lowers it slightly for me to middle of A. A. The Chasm event with the main story that had Xiao and Ito and everybody.
That was the next patch.
That was next patch.
Yeah.
So the only thing we got quest-wise for Chasm was just the Chasm Delvers, not
2.6 was the Dane's quest.
2.6 was Dane?
Yeah, that was Dane with Halfdan and learning about like the fate of the Hilly Churls.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, back to top of A.
Yeah, like that's probably that's one of my favorite quests in the whole game. Probably it was very short too.
Yeah. All right, 2.7, Hidden Dreams in the Depths.
Immediate S+ for me because that's when my wife released. I love Kuki.
You're gonna say Aeon. There you go. So, I just now noticed this, but I feel like it's worth saying. Release date, May 31st, 2022. 3 years, 9 months ago.
Wow.
Oof.
God damn.
Releasing during this time, Galon, who is incredibly relevant to this day. Kuki Shinobu is still somewhat used.
I mean, she's still very good. Like any Hyperbloom team, chances are you'd want to use her.
Events, we had Perilous Trail, which was the first ever event to be added permanently.
No, Perilous Trail was wait. Oh yeah, there was an event called Perilous Trail and the quest.
And they took the story and made it permanent. There was the Drumalong Festival, which was kind of whatever. The Muddy Bazaar Adventure,
what was the Drumalong Festival?
I think it was just a drum event where we got a drum and did a bunch of
bias because that had Ito and the Arataki gang, so
yeah.
My bias.
A little bit of bias. It's fine.
Honestly though, like the Chasm quest was amazing because the Chasm quest was actually what made me like both Yelan and Xiao's characters a lot more. Because Yelan, until that point, I was kind of like, I mean, we hadn't really seen her, but was kind of like meh. Her quest didn't do much for me at all. But that Chasm quest was like the first, outside of her character story, of course, first time where we got to see her like, you know, like actually like show a more human side, I guess, or a more, you know, serious side that wasn't just like the confident, self-assured, I know what I'm doing kind of character. So, and the dynamic between her and Xiao I really appreciate.
Yeah, I think for me this update has to go into B tier or in probably A tier as well.
For me that's my first S+.
Yeah, for me it's Chasm event was great. Also my favorite part was Ito knocking himself out. that being said, we did. You know what? I'm gonna put it bottom of S tier. I think the Shao lore from that event was really cool, but I do think there's events for me that will probably maybe knock this back down to like top of A.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Also, I can't not put it fairly high when I use Yelan regularly.
Yeah. Oh, also that was a Cookie's hangout. Yeah, no, that's S+ for me.
Cookie's
Absolutely.
Hangout. Okay.
Ooh.
Version 2.8, Summer Fantasia.
So fucking good.
Oh
my god, that was Hazel!
3 years and 7 months ago, everybody, the last time we were at the Golden Apple Archipelago.
Also true, also true. So, okay, quick question. Do we consider the 2.8 live stream as part of the patch? Because that was the Hazo incident.
It was part of that patch, so I would say so.
Banger. And that, to be fair, that live stream was also the Sumeru preview, so, you know.
Yeah. I have to say this, right? We got the official outfit and the Diluc outfit, the only 5-star outfit.
Oh my god, the Diluc outfit. Yeah, dude.
The official outfit is a banger. This entire story was incredible, and you got lore on so many different characters during this.
Yeah, dude, this Golden Apple Archipelago, I mean, not, of course I wasn't there for the first one, but I think even if I had been, it worked my fight because this event, it made me like Xinyan's character more, it made me like Mona's character a lot more, because again, we got to see like a lot of these characters, we actually got to see like more, they were developed a lot, or we got to see more like backstory of them. Kazuha in particular, I actually tried pulling for, or I actually spent a couple pulls on Kazuha, because that event made me like him so much, in comparison to his story quest, which I think was kind of meh, but it's whatever.
Yeah. I mean, also relevant, this was when the Kazuha story quest came out.
Yeah, to this day, I think they should have swapped his event quest and his story quest, because the event quest, in my opinion, like, that was more of a story quest than the, like, his actual story quest.
Yeah. I mean, for me, also, keep in mind, the limited time world quests, there was the ones with the Fatui where you had to help them.
Yeah.
Honestly,
wait, was that the one with Arnold too? Ask Me Anything, Arnold?
Yeah, Ask Me Anything, Arnold. He makes a, fun fact, he makes a little cameo in the most recent.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw a screenshot of that.
There's also a lot of teases of going back to the Golden Apple Archipelago.
God, please.
With Varka.
Woo!
Less woo for me. I'm not a huge Varka fan. But
I like him.
It has to, I think it's my favorite so far.
I'm putting it up there with the Chasm.
It's such a good event.
All in all, I think this is another S+ tier for me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Hazel Hangout, Golden Apple. Let me see. The Diluc skin.
And this is just a very small detail, but something that I really enjoyed. There was a note from Albedo in a hidden cave in Golden Apple.
There was what?
That referenced there was a note from Albedo in one of the caves in Golden Apple.
Might have missed that, or I forgot.
That referenced us being there the first time.
Interesting.
So it's one of those events where it actually had the continuity of, like, for the 1.6 players, oh yeah, for those of you who were here for that, here's some, like, there were references scattered throughout the islands.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I'd done that before.
That's nice.
Was great. I loved that. I love that. Okay. Well, moving on from Golden Apple.
Yeah, we have finished 2.x.
The Morn 1,000 Roses Bring.
Ooh.
The introduction of Sumeru. Kainari, Hare, and Dori releasing during this time. And the first 2 acts of the Archon quest, along with Tainari's story quest. And It's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
The Argon quest chain.
Oh, I have not finished. I still have not finished that one. But I know it was very lore heavy. I just think they could have cut out, not cut out, but like shortened the first half at least.
8 hours. And like 8 to 10 hours, it's fine.
Yeah, they could have. I feel like they could have at least shortened. Like I think like halfway through the quest, they could have shortened at least like the first half of that quest.
During this update, Graven Innocence was the free Kale that we got. Event.
We got another lost weapon, Hunter's Path.
Yeah, weakness capturing event. Tablet Analysis, Lost Riches returning, obviously. I don't think Tablet Analysis was anything in particular.
Two really good artifact sets.
Oh yeah, true. It was Deepwood and
Gilded, yeah.
Gilded.
I mean, the Dender reactions as a whole were introduced.
I think this has to go. I'm going to put this not off personal bias, but I'm going to put it in high S tier because this was the first time we got a new element.
Yeah, I'm going to put this of absolute bias, also top of S tier. Top of S tier, so like my second highest.
I'll say this unbiased because if you look at things that have had an impact on the game, Dendro threw everything on its head. Dendro and bloom reactions, bloom, etc. Dendro is a part of every team nowadays.
And to be fair, it's also, you know, I mean, it did introduce Bloom, which then led to my my second wife. So I'm gonna put it at S plus. I might have to move a couple of these actually because I realized that there's a You know what? I'm gonna remove my letters. I need my point system back.
Okay.
We're gonna do this. Let's say 8 to 9 out of 10. This is a 7. Let's do this as maybe it's too detailed. We'll see. 5. 3 to 4, and I don't think anything else it goes below that. So let me rework this real quick.
No worries at all. Not to worry, chats.
Okay,
I will keep you entertained.
Because whenever I think of letter tiers, I think like I feel like most people like letter tiers are weird for me because when I think of like D tier, for me D tier, like I think most people when they put something in D tier, they would consider that like okay at best and slightly bad. More so. For me, D tier is like middle of the road. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's like it just barely passes.
I'm gonna put out a hot take here. My first really big hot take.
Oh.
I was not a fan of the Sumeru story. In fact, it is my least favorite story in the game.
Wow. Wow.
I particularly hated what they did with Ruka Devata.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Okay, I'm adding another tier. My god, this is so specific.
Thinking throughout that entire quest and every time we've had to do it, I hate what they did with Ruka Devata, and I think that at the very least, we should have been able to tell Nihida about Ruka Devata at some point.
I get that, but I think that's also kind of the point, you know?
Yeah, I just don't like. I also just didn't like what that ending implies, is that there are ways for people to abuse that to modify the memories of everyone and everything into that.
I mean, that's, you know, that's kind of like, well, I honestly, like that, I think that's something we can get into more, a couple versions later, because that's where it actually comes into play.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, what am I doing here? Okay.
Do you mind if we continue with the next update while you modify your tiers?
Yeah, I'll do it as we go. It's fine.
Okay, that works. King Deshret and the 3 Magi, which I believe is Sino's introduction.
And
it is indeed.
Well,
and
introduction,
also,
yes.
Sino, and I believe, considering you nearly shouted her name from the rooftops 2 seconds ago, one of your favorite characters, I'm going to assume. myself have a C2 or C3.
I'm now at C5. I need one more.
I'm guessing you got one of them from the event thing that goes on where you get the constellation.
I got her. I think I got, what was it? I think I got her C2R1 on her first run. Then her rerun, I got her to C4. And then I got one constellation. Well, actually, no. I got C3 on her first rerun. And then I got her C4 on the Chronicle Wish. And then C5 on the free thingy.
Wait. So yeah, Sino getting added here. Everybody loves Sino. I'm actually not a huge fan of Sino outside of his story quest because they kind of just turned him into comedy relief of.
Yeah, it's kind of like a kind of was like my issue with Ito a little bit. Like they overplay a lot of gags, unfortunately. Like sometimes it's fine, but
for me they overplay his TCG too much because you get like in his story quest, you get this really serious general who can crack jokes and whatever. But every time you see him outside of that, it's, hey, do you want to play Genius Invocation TCG?
Yeah, I think, like, him being obsessed with that is totally fine. Just, like, they could tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, because he, like, during his story quest, you get this, like, super serious general who, in the law, and I will bring it down upon you kind of thing. But you don't really get that from his side stuff.
Yeah, like there's quite a few characters where they struggle to find the balance.
Yeah, and I think and it's also worth mentioning because Genshin doesn't remember her that much, but we do. Candace was released during this patch as well.
Oh, Candace.
I wish she had been in the event more. I'm not gonna lie, or in the story more. She really wasn't in it that much. Also, one of the coolest designs in the game, in my opinion.
Absolutely, I love her design.
Also added during this time, the Key of Kajna the weapon that really deserves to be something else for Nilou, but hey.
Agree to disagree.
New area. Listen, I think new area has been impacting a lot lately. I think we have to realize that the Sumeru Desert is the Sumeru Desert, so a lot of that is empty open space for this.
Okay, listen. Speak for yourself, because that was the first area that I actually properly explored. And that was before the underground map expansion, or added. For some reason, I really love the desert.
Indeed. Archon Quest, we got Reenact 4, King Deshret 3 Magi, and Dreams Emptiness Deception.
Love Deshret lore, the Torii appearance.
Steiner Act 1 and Nilou Act 1. I have not done Nilou's story quest yet.
It's okay. People will tell you a lot of things about it. I think it's very good. Period. I think I'm probably also biased, but I think for what the quest is supposed to be and what Nilou's character is supposed to be, it's good. There's only one aspect that I absolutely hate, and that is her character trial. But that's that.
Which has 2 Wishbone and Tigers.
Yes. That was garbage. But the rest of her quest I really enjoy.
I've seen memes of the fact that her combat trial was 2 Wishbone and Tigers.
Yeah, that deducts points, sadly.
Wow, something deducting points from Nilou?
One point. It deducts 1 point. Because it didn't show off her combat abilities at all. Despite the nature of the quest, there could have been something. I get that within the context, it wouldn't have much sense for there to be a big battle at some point, but they could have, at that point, I would have preferred if they just left it out altogether.
Also relevant that we got the absolute, I just have to say it, don't I? The absolute dictionary of a boss named the Algorithm of Semi and Transient Matrix of Overseer Network.
The Asimon!
Yeah! Besides that, some random material stuff. Did they do any optimizations for Sumeru coming out?
If there was, I don't remember.
Yeah, frostbite damage system. Yeah, nothing in particular here.
Yeah, nothing big.
Fine. Yeah, nothing huge here, unfortunately. No real additional add-ons beside that. I'm trying to remember Act 3 and Act 4.
I'm trying to remember what exactly.
What was King?
Wait,
so that was the end.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
I'm trying to remember what. Okay, hold on. I gotta go to the quests and get a refresher, because from this one I just need to skim the summary to see what that was about. Let me see. Main quests. Main quests. Where are they? There we go. Act 3. I know what Act 4 was. Act 4 was the desert. Oh wait, Act 3 was the proper tutorial introduction as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Withering. Da 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 da.
I think for me, this one's gonna go high for me just because it had Ruka Devata in it.
That is fair. That is fair.
Ruka Devata is one of my favorite characters in the game that's an NPC, and probably why I'm not actually that huge a fan of Nihita.
Okay. This was also. Oh yeah, this is also when we kind of like establish our little alliance with Alhaitham, Sino, Dea, and stuff. Okay, yeah, no, these two quests were actually very good.
Yeah, I'm putting it in S tier, right above second chasm.
Yeah, honestly, I might have to move these down a little bit. I think I'm probably gonna tweak the top 2 tiers later on when we reach the end. For now, I'll put them all back up to S tier.
I apologize, everybody. We're doing this ranking without even thinking about the events, which was of Ballads and Brews.
Oh yeah, I just completely skimmed past the event. I didn't even think about them.
The Razor Drink event was actually because it was One Lessa Fest. Which was Razor and his family.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that was. Wait, was that the one? Wait, was that event? What was the kind of like the management kind of event? Was that this?
That was the management event. Yes.
Okay, that one was good. That one was good.
It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
But I think the rest isn't really like
the
big.
Rest of the events, there was Wind Chaser, which I think was the Goliath was a strange domain.
Yeah.
There was.
Oh wait, bird pet.
Bird pet.
Bird pet. Wasn't this where we got the bird pet? Judging from the art,
We got Cloud Retainer's Damas device. Oh yeah, the little bird pet.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
I don't use pets, honestly, so
wow.
I can't say much there. I'm not a huge pet fan.
That's fair, I guess.
I think the one that I use the most is the what's her name? The little red princess that's incredibly snarky during the entire quest.
Sarush?
Yeah, Sarush.
Yeah.
I use her a bit. But also she has practical applications in Sumeru. I think for me, going right around S tier, top of that, or bottom of S.
Yeah, for now they're all stuck in 9 out of 10, but I'm probably gonna move some up and down at some point later on when we go through all of them.
Okay. Next up, Akasha Pulses, the Kalpa Flame Rises.
Finale of Sumeru.
Finale of Sumeru, Nihita's release, and Layla's release. And once again, you and me are getting stuck between really good characters that everybody wanted. Poor girl.
Let's see.
We got Nihita's Act 1, which Nihita's Act 1 was that the guy who took over everyone's minds?
I think it was, yeah, because Act 2 was a pet.
Yes, Act 2 was a pet. That story was okay in my opinion. I didn't hate it.
It was fine, yeah. It wasn't anything huge. I prefer her Act 2.
What event? Oh, it was the fungus event. Okay, that adds points to this. Fabulous Fungus Frenzy. That was where we got to use the little Fungo Head.
Yay!
And Hania and stuff. Yeah, I remember this one. That puts also when we realized that the game's bosses were absolutely massive if they wanted them to be. There should be no Kami the Prodigal. Mobile game, by the way.
Ow.
Okay. Yeah, and this was where they did a bunch of modifications to change Rukadavana mushrooms, and Rukshava mushrooms, and change everything lore-wise.
Yeah, that was big, honestly.
Honestly, for me, also Hypostatic Symphony getting in, another Marvelous Merchandise back. The thing that carries this for me, and it's the reason I'm putting it in B tier and not lower, is the Fungus event.
Wow.
As I said, I hated the end of the Archon quest with what they did with Ruka Devata and stuff.
That is kind of surprising, honestly, to me. I mean, to be to be fair, I get like if she's your favorite like NPC, that's understandable. Like from a story perspective, I really I like this direction because they didn't go like, you know, because like people were speculating and worried, I think, if I recall, that it was going to be another Ruka Devata and Nahida are the same person and she just got turned into a child, or like people were like debating whether they wanted them to be two separate people or like one and the same, and in the end it was kind of like a both but kind of neither situation.
Kinda, yeah. For me, it was just like the whole forgetting memory thing. Even written stuff getting changed was weird to me.
I think like overall,
in general,
it make like from a lore standpoint, I think it's interesting because it opens up a lot of possibilities.
Yeah. And I mean, technically speaking, and one of my chat members brought it up earlier, we're technically not done with Sumeru.
What do we have left for Sumeru?
This is not technically done because
we do have the door to Kandria.
Yeah, and also the technically it's canon that Dottore burns Irminsul at some point.
At some point, he'll do it. We just don't know when.
And then also, fun fact, spoilers for everyone: Dottore is still alive. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
The Doctor will come back to beat us to a pulp once again at some point and make us very sad.
Truly, truly.
But yeah, I mean, I'm going to put it in bottom-ish of B tier.
I'm going to put it slightly above 3.1 probably. Do I really love Perilous Trails more than... Well, no. I think I need to move this around. I think... Yeah, I think like right now... Like all of 3.0, 3.x is like 9 out of 10 for me, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Next up, all senses clear, all existence void.
After this patch, I'm gonna take a little break because it's been 2 hours already.
No worries, no worries.
But we can do this one real quick. This was a good patch.
Wanderer and Farazan, also Ito coming back, so we know why you like it. What did we get from this one? We got the Archon interlude in version of Genesis, which was the one for Wanderer.
Yeah, which was incredible, in my opinion.
The Genius Invocation stuff, so that's going to deduct points for me. Because this is when they started... This is when they started saying, okay, we have X events we have to do every patch. One of them will always be Invocation.
Well, no. Not like... For a while, maybe, but like by now, it's literally just like, here's new cards. And every now and then we'll be like, here's a mini event. Yeah. But like, we don't really get any TCG events.
What was the main? What was Akitsu? Oh. This is the dance, the Paimon. Oh no, this is Test of Courage. Ooh, Test of Courage.
Oh, right. Okay, that was good.
That was a pretty decent event. I will give that.
That was a fun event. Oh yeah, because it had I mean, Ito and Hazel on the art.
So
but yeah, no, that was good.
For you. But yeah, story for this one was okay in my opinion.
Yeah, it was like nothing giant. Oh, was that the one with
a ton about it? It is the one that gave us that weird eyeball umbrella weapon.
Right. And I think that this one also gave us like was that the one that gave us the pretty NPC like with the flower covering her eye? Was that one?
Yes, that was that. That was this event.
Okay, yeah. That it was nice. It was nice. Nothing like gigantic, but it was good.
Besides that,
another wind trace. Okay, nothing big in terms of events other than that.
Optimizations, nothing a ton going on here. I mean, it adds the feature of adding the auto destruction for 1 to 3 star artifacts is okay, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, the main highlight really is, I think, like just Wanderer and the interlude, which
technically the addition of Genius Invocation,
and which might be one of my favorite quests, honestly, because my God, I feel like to this day, people like there's quite a few people who don't understand like the point of that quest and the impact it had on Wanderer's character, which is
Yeah.
like I feel like to this day some people still fail to realize that in that quest, this guy literally tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
And would have if he hadn't misunderstood how Urban Soul worked.
Which thankfully he did understand.
Thankfully he did, yeah. But like this old like
That is not a Wanderer fan.
huh?
I'd say that is not a Wanderer fan.
Yeah, no, it's like I've loved Wanderer before because I like the asshole characters, they're fun. And you know, the side dish, well, main dish of mental illness. But also, number one, the idea. Wait, wasn't this also the first time we got to hear Nicole?
Nicole, I don't think so. I think the
No,
first
I
time
think
we
it
saw
was.
Nicole was
No,
in
I think it
Fontaine.
was because no, because this is where we like learn that Urban Soul can like change history, like the memories of like memories, but it cannot change fate itself. And there was that scene with the vase breaking.
That's right. That's
Where,
what I
like-
was thinking of.
Yeah,
The
like
first time
it,
we heard Barbeloth was in Fontaine.
yeah, where it was like basically like the idea of it doesn't matter, where regardless of what you remember, the events as they have taken place will not change, even if you like mess with Urban Soul. Like that vase fell over and it stays broken, regardless of if you remember it happening or not. And the whole
Right.
believe only what you see with your own eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, top of C tier.
Wow. You know, I think like for me, like the whole Wanderer thing really
Unfortunately-
carries it for me because
Yeah.
like
Wanderer's reason is not lower because I don't remember a ton, unfortunately, about that event. Like off the top of my head, I can remember that
Yeah.
NPC, but I can't remember much else.
yeah.
And just TCG for me drags it down so much.
Wanderer
It's-
really gives it a bonus for me because like apart from like the way I already loved him, it also I like the way they I like what they established with this character because a lot of people were also worried that like Wanderer was like gonna get a redemption of some sort or whatever, but
Right.
that wasn't like, and like to this day people still consider it or some of them still consider it a redemption when like in reality it really was like a redemption for me is like a change of heart. Like I like basically like the idea of I did something bad, I know it was bad, I know why it was bad, I was fully aware of everything that was going on, and then at some point I realized that, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this after all. With Wanderer, it was he thought he was justified in doing what he did because he was literally manipulated into it, and the moment he realized, he was like, fuck, I want to undo this, like immediately.
You know, it's also the thing of this is really when people we already hated Dottore, but now we really hated Dottore.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ooh, is this a 10 out of 10 patch from I feel like right now I'm like storing all of these quests in 9 out of 10, and I'm gonna have to sort these out at the end.
All right.
Okay,
Well, you
I
said
need
you
to take a
wanted
little
to
break.
take a break. All right.
Yeah, like give me like 10 minutes or so. I also need to get some food. I am hungry. There we go. And I'm back. I have my food, so I'll probably be talking a little less, but I am
That's
here.
fine. Also, I think I will quickly mention this because it is related to some of the stuff we're doing. Have you seen the drip marketing for the new character, Linnea?
I have not, but I have heard her be mentioned. I haven't looked at her yet, though.
She is the first Adventurers Guild related character we have gotten since 1.0.
Oh.
She's the first one since Fischl and Bennett.
God damn. I'll have to look at her in a bit.
Yeah. She's a fae, apparently.
I mean...
Alright, that being said, I did do some modifications while you were away. I put Labyrinth Warriors and When the Sakura Blooms up to C tier. I think the events carry them enough that they should at least be held at the benchmark, like the benchmark template. They shouldn't be like less than mediocre. Because the events put them high up, even if other things are a little rough for it.
Yeah, fair.
Alright, so we had just finished All Senses Clear, All Existence Void, so let us go straight into the Exquisite Night Chimes, Lantern Rite 3. Introducing Yao Yao, who I had been waiting for years at this point, and was so happy when she finally got announced. And Alhaitham, Dendro Kaching.
Woo!
Yeah, Dendro Kaching!
Not that one.
No main story added at this point. We got Alhaitham's story quest. And we got a few world quest chains, including Apocalypse Lost.
Memories of Gorabot. Wait, you know what I forgot? When was the Golden Slumber quest line first introduced? Was that 3.1?
Do not. It
Hold
must
on.
have been, I think.
I need to check that because that immediately bumps it up. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. I need to adjust, my dear. Well, a little bit. Because
Okay.
Golden Slumber does buff it.
Okay.
Okay, back to the
Golden
4.
Slumber does buff it.
Okay. Alhaitham's story quest was... I feel like I need to replay it to fully appreciate it. Because back then I was kind of like, okay, it's fine, but meh. But like with what we know now, lore-wise, and like the implications of that quest, I feel like it'd be worth going back.
Yeah. Other stuff from this update, we had the quest chain for Apocalypse Lost, we had the quest chain for the Dirge of Bilqis. We had the new area being the Desert of Hadramaveth.
Oh yeah,
which included
the tornado
Tannic
area,
camps.
I think.
Yeah, Tannic Camps, Mount Damavand. Is Golden Slumber is Jet, right? Okay, Jet. Okay. New Genius Invocation cards, whatever. New outfits. We got the Ayaka and Lisa events.
Oh yeah, like, the Lisa
ties
skin I
into-
liked.
Main event being the Exquisite Night Chimes, which was which Lantern Rite was this? This was the.
Good question. Which one was that?
I remember once I figure it out, I just have to remember which Lantern Rite this was.
Yeah, let me also... events... Yeah, which one? Was this Ganyu's and Shenna's skin?
I don't think so. It was Echoes of the Heart. It was Guizhong. And the singing, and Hu Tao singing.
Oh, with Ping and everything. Oh!
Okay, that was a really good event, actually.
Okay, yeah, that one gave us like more like Adeptus stuff.
Yet another Archon who did not deserve her fate, Guizhong.
Was this where
It's
were
Archon, but-
our fucking... I always forget the other one's name. Mountain Shaper and the other one. Where were they?
I think they were introduced as NPCs in this one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, my god.
The meme
Rest in
models.
peace.
R.I.P. I mean, the story for that one was great.
The story
What
is
else
good.
did we get in this update? Iridescent Splendor, which was just kind of a login event.
You know what we did get? You know what we did get? Something very important, something very crucial. We got
Beetle Brawl.
I forgot about that actually. That's also cool. We've got our first national, international baby girl appearance. Kave. Proper.
Hey, Kave. Beside that, second blooming.
Yeah, actually, before that, but this was like a conversation.
Outfits. And otherwise,
yeah, Kave. I'm pretty sure Kave actually appeared like at the end of the Archon quest, but he was there again in Alithams, and I count that.
Yeah, I mean, for this one, I think it's largely carried by Lantern, right?
Yeah, to be fair, like the Dirge of Bill Kiss or whatever, you know, that was like the Eternal Oasis and stuff. That was also really good. That was like kind of like the conclusion of the Golden Slumber quest line.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm gonna put it. It's between. Do I think that this was better than last year's Lantern Rite story?
Oh yeah,
I think it was. So I'm gonna put it above that Lantern Rite, or not last year's, but the last year that we looked at Lantern Rite.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it like.
I'm gonna put it above. Like people hate on Hu Tao for the singing thing, but the singing thing was the very tail end of it versus an entire story about Guizhong and everything that was really good.
I don't care that much about Hu Tao. I think she's fine. Just in general, I don't really bother much with her. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put this like right below 3.0 for me.
Okay. Moving right along from 3.4, it's time to go back to Windbloom.
Right.
Windbloom's Breath.
Oh, this one was a good one.
Yeah, Timaeus and what was her name? The
Yinger.
Perfume. Yinger. There we go. Now, unfortunately, salute to you, Dia. You should have been better. You should have been better than you ended up being.
Oh boy.
Well, then
I mean, I still use her sometimes.
Oh, Kari Bear. This was Kari Bear.
Oh my god. Peak.
So we had Dia release, Kari Bear, and Windbloom all at the same time.
Peak.
Ooh.
And Fungus event.
And Mika. Relevantly.
And Mika.
I mean, not nearly as relevant as certain things, but Mika was there for Eula mains to finally have something.
I do like Mika. I wish they gave him more screen time.
And Farazan's hangout event. Yay.
Oh yeah, that was also good.
Weapon is the Beacon of the Reed Seas, whatever. Mailed flowers, whatever. I really like Dia. Unfortunately, she didn't get a ton going on for her, but you know.
Yeah, she's good.
Fungus
though. I like her.
was whatever.
I heard her story quest is really good.
Her story quest is quite good, from what I've heard. Vibro Crystal Verification, was that a Chasm event? Or was that... Yeah, it was a Chasm event.
I think it is, yeah.
A random Chasm event. And then Windbloom's Breath. I remember this Windbloom being fairly good, if I'm not mistaken.
It had Kale visiting Mondstadt. It had Kale and Sucrose spawning. We had Timaeus and Yingar. What else do we have in there?
Yingar. I'm trying to see if I can find like pictures from that event of what was in here.
Yeah, I'm just skimming like the summary of it.
Yeah, my story.
Never mind, there is no summary on the. What is there even a summary on the wiki?
If you go to part 3, Joy of Cloud. Oh, Hexen Circle. It was the Hexen Circle. It was the intro to the Hexen Circle.
Oh.
Okay, that has to put it up. That actually puts it up quite a bit because yeah, that was our first intro to like the. Does that mean that was the boss introduced? Then that means the boss had to be introduced here as well, right?
Which boss?
Or was that later?
You mean the chess boss?
The chess? No, that's right. The chess boss was later, but this was
the chess boss was like the latest Montag quest.
Yeah. So, but it was that area. The
T-pause, the table. Yeah. The little island.
That was there. Yeah. So that definitely puts it up there for me. I mean, it's got to be like an A tier because there was so much good stuff coming out at this point. You had that.
It was really good.
You had a Kari Bear quest, which is arguably one of the best.
Yeah,
quests
true.
we've had. You had Dia's Hangout, or not Hangout, but her story quest, which everyone liked, and Dia herself coming out, even though she was bad, everyone was hyped for Dia.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's got to at least be an A tier for me, probably top of A.
Yeah, like 9 out of 10 for me, for sure, somewhere middle-ish of the second highest tier.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
A Parade of Providence. Hello, Kaveh.
Dude, one of the best events in the entire game, hands down.
Which one was this one? This was Baiju and Nikita's story. Okay, so APEP was here as well.
Baiju release.
Baiju I was never a huge fan of. And then main event was a Parade of Providence.
This patch was stacked, dude. We had...
I'm trying to remember what Parade of Providence was.
We had, so Baiju and his story quest. Baiju's story quest, one of my favorites, is really, really good. Nahida's second story quest, a pep, also great. Layla's Hangout, fine. Parade of Providence was where was basically Kave's event.
That the contest? Yeah, that was the contest event, right?
Basically the Kave event where we learn all about his trauma. Yeah, that's like one of my all-time favorite events. It's so good. I just love Kave.
Yeah. For me, I don't remember, I remember that event now that you brought up about it, but when I heard A Parade of Providence, I kind of forgot what that story was. I do remember Baiju's story quest, and I really enjoyed Baiju's story quest, though.
Yeah, Parade of Providence was basically it was very Kave focused, learning about his father, about his history with that academia contest, that event. Basically everyone also trying to that was we don't really I'm trying to think, have we ever gotten another event that was so focused on one character since? Because that whole event may as well have been his story quest in terms of content and what we learned about Kave in it.
I think so, but I don't remember off the top of my head which one it was.
Yeah, but it's such a shame that this one is not permanent, because I think that event was what sold many people on Kave as well. Besides his Hangout. Oh yeah, was it also? I mean, yeah, if it was his release, it must have also been his Hangout, no? Or maybe not. Oh no, his Hangout came later.
Layla.
Right,
came later.
It came a bit later.
For me, I think I'm gonna put it in B tier.
Wow.
Bottom
for me,
actually, I'm gonna put it in C, right below Wanderers. I think Wanderers was better.
You know what? Fuck it. Heavy bias. 10 out of 10.
Okay. And now I'm just gonna do this right now, as we move to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That's going in F tier. All right, moving on.
Oh dear. Right, that was a... Right.
And the best of all time, we were forced to play GS Invocation TCG for the majority of the event.
That wasn't that bad from what I remember.
The main... Well, all the bunch of the side events were related to that. This is where Kave's thing came in. We got Yoimiya's second quest, which is the main carry. In fact, as much as I hate it, I have to think that, yeah, Yoimiya's going to carry this to not being an F tier update.
Wow.
If that wasn't there, this is an F tier update for me. But it was the huge Genius Invocation one, which was a huge shame because fun fact, this is the only event in the entirety of Genshin I never finished.
Oh wait, wasn't this one? Wasn't this one the one with the actual TCG lore?
Yeah.
That was pretty good in my opinion. To be fair, we also got to see Kaya again, so bias.
Yeah, true. Kaya was great. And also, it felt bad because there was supposed to be the intro of Charlotte and Fontaine. Charlotte was in this event,
Charlotte Beloved.
Alongside Carrara. Yeah, but most everything here was related, as you could see. If you look at the thing, all the stuff was Genius Evocation cards getting added, new game modes, new duels. Only one new character, and there was a 4-star. A bunch of adjustments to Genius Invocation that takes up an entire page. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in D tier because you and me are doing the heavy lifting with that quest, because that quest was incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an H because it was good, and Kabe's Hangout, in my opinion, definitely one of the, like, top 3 hangouts of the entire game. It was so good. But overall, it was good. Not great for me, but good.
Alright, and now it's time for me to start getting bias in mine. Version 4.0, as light rain falls without reason. The introduction... Or, sorry, wait, my apologies. Secret Summer Paradise is after that. My bad.
Yeah, because I wanted to say, I think after this patch, I have to call it, because my battery is draining fast right now, and, like, Fontaine is, like, my favorite region, so I do want to start up with that next time.
We'll make sure we have a part 2 scheduled, chat. But we're gonna end on we're ending on Secret Summer Paradise, it seems.
Because that should be about the halfway point. We got pretty far, I think. Let me see here. That's 6, 7, 8, 20. Yeah, we got about halfway through.
Yeah, so I think we end on
Is that Bottle-land?
It is the Verulian Mirage.
Okay.
This was the first update we were not at the Golden Apple Archipelago.
And people had opinions. They had opinions.
Yeah, it was not bad. I will also say that looking at, like, the banners for this, Eula, Klee, Coco, Wanderer, not the greatest lineup.
Yeah, but
for that, unfortunately.
Oh, we got Kaya's Hangout, dude.
We got Kaya's Hangout and Kaya and Klee's outfits, which are... Klee's was incredible.
Kaya's also was incredible.
Yeah, Verulian Mirage. We got the Secret Summer Paradise event. We got... What was Shared Site? Just an animal seeking challenge. Okay. Limited time world quests for Verulian Mirage. I honestly really liked this event.
Same.
This was the Oceanid one, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or was that the year after?
That was this one. The year after was Similanka.
That was this one. Similanka, right. Yeah, I mean, this was genuinely just a good event overall.
Like, it might not be... Like, it might not be... I don't think I
put it S tier.
Yeah,
it might not think it's the same tier.
Even among the summer events, it's not my favorite. I think I like put it like... I put it above the first Golden Apple, but below the rest of them, I think. Kaya's Hangout, my fucking god. That was incredible. So that one's gonna give it, like, a huge buff.
So one of my favorite things, you did the Verulian Mirage, if I remember correctly, correct?
I did, yes.
Because you said you came... Did you find the hidden room was in Similanka, not in the Verulian Mirage. We also got a lot more about the Lawrence clan from this event with Eula.
Yeah, I like the cast of this one.
Yeah, this cast was great.
I always love when they just, like, for these big events, just take characters from all regions and just throw them together.
Indeed. Yeah, for me, I mean, I think it's going to go at least an A tier for me. It's not my favorite, but it was a very good event. I'd probably put it right below Windbloom. Actually, I'd probably put it above Windbloom.
What was this one again? What was this? Which event was it? See, now I'm looking at some of these and I'm forgetting which versions that was. Was that the Lantern?
When we get to Similanka, I have a feeling for the next one that would be your, like, one of your favorites, because it had the Nilu skin, Similanka.
Yeah. It's toe to toe with 2.8 because it was Nilo, it was Wanderer, Navia, who I also love very dearly, Nilo's skin, Durin. Yeah, I think this one's a 8 out of 10.
This one going for you? 8 out of 10? Okay. So I'm going to take a picture of my... Just in case this doesn't save.
Yeah, I'm gonna save mine. Genshin versions.
Alright, and with that, that is the end of the collaboration for this particular stream. I'll contact you off stream. My stream usually goes for about another hour and a half, so I'll contact you once my stream is done and we can organize when the follow-up is going to be.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But yeah.
Once again, where can everybody find you for the people who are watching on my end?
YouTube, Kimch, KIMCCH, same as Twitch, same as Blue Sky, same as Twitter. You just replace the I with a 1. And yeah, I pretty much do like all kinds of like some Hoyo content, some variety. I am currently very Ace Attorney and Persona brained and HSR brained. But I do a little bit of like everything, kind of. Mainly story stuff. But yeah.
For anybody out here, you can find me at Blazing Flame Studio on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. I'm not super active on X, but I am there occasionally. And yeah. Thanks for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you. Looking forward to finishing out the tier list another time. And yeah.
Yeah. Have a lovely rest of your day, night, day, morning.
You have a day-night cycle, as Albert says in the Starvale live streams.
Yeah. But yeah, see y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Let me remove this again. I have my cake that I'm just about finished with. But yeah, that's also where I'm gonna call it. My battery is on its last legs. And hey, at least I can get off stream a bit earlier today. It's only 5 p.m. so I have like the whole day ahead of me. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when we do the part 2 of this. I also forgot to put post my schedule for this week, even though it's kind of always the same. But we're gonna be back tomorrow. With what exactly, I am not fully sure. Lace, thank you for... Am I following you yet? I might not be. I should do that. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And part 2 coming soon. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. We might continue Ace Attorney. We might do something else. I'm not sure. I'm gonna figure it out probably at 2 in the morning later tonight. But yeah, I think that's for joining me today. Hope you had a lovely time. And I wish all of you a lovely rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Stay safe, take care, and bye-bye! I am Ippy.